Hey guys, so this is episode 3 of my podcast series, if you will, that I started about a week ago, and usually so far I've just been kind of channeling, this is only episode 3, so I guess I've only channeled the one message so far on the channel, but this will be episode 3, so in this one I will be channeling also, but using cards, this time oracle cards and tarot cards. And I have about 8 decks out here. And I pre-shuffled the cards already, and at the bottom of the deck, on each of those decks, there's already coming out this message of needing to have stronger boundaries. And that is a theme that is coming up for a lot of us. There's a very strong need to replenish yourself in various ways. That could be spiritually, physically, emotionally, because it feels like for who this is for, you've been taking on way more than you were meant to carry. Weight that isn't yours to carry, things that don't belong to you, things that you have absorbed from others. Maybe you're an empath. So it's very easy to do when you're an empath until you strengthen your boundaries, and you learn to how to not absorb what isn't yours. Which, that's a lesson that we all learn as empaths, because otherwise that just wouldn't be good for us. Let's see. So I'm looking at the cards right now. So when I'm quiet, I'm either channeling or I am just going over the cards that have come out. But I pulled the ones that were at the bottom of the deck because they felt very resonant to the energy right now. Self-love is very important, period, but especially right now. And there might be an energy of feeling like you don't know how to move forward, even though everything inside of you is propelling you forward. And you can feel the new entering your life. It's like, to move forward, first you need to release the past, and you need to release what's been weighing you down. And mostly I feel like that's energetically, which putting up those boundaries will really help with that. But it's also physically, which in essence is also energetically, because we're spiritual beings having a human experience. So everything that we do, as above, so below, as within, so without. What we do spiritually affects us physically. What we do physically affects us spiritually. It's like that. So when you release relationships in your life, whether it's friendships, partnerships, even like coworkers, maybe you quit a job that you've been feeling the call to quit, or you move somewhere new. When you release and let go of those things that are no longer in alignment with you, or that have been a drain on your energy, or just weighing you down, that clears up room for the new things to enter. And so in that way, it's physically, but it's also spiritually, because energetically, when you release those things, you're signaling to the universe, like, okay, I've got room now for these new things to come in. So that's a message. That's something I feel like we're all moving through. This message even resonates for me as well, in a lot of ways. Big releasing happening and needing to happen, depending on where you are in your journey. A lot of the releasing, I feel, is happening while we're sleeping. So you might wake up feeling like hungover some days, and you didn't even drink the night before. It's because a lot of that releasing is happening in the dream state, in the astral So you might not be getting very deep sleep because you're traveling all night long, you just don't remember. Or because you're doing work with your guides to release this stuff all night long. Then you wake up and you don't remember maybe doing that, or some of you will, but you've released all this stuff. And I'll just read what these cards say, just for an extra message for you before I get into actually shuffling and seeing what wants to come out. So we've got one oracle card that says deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. So that's, like I was saying about the self-love, but with the retreat, it's also, you might feel like you don't want to be around people right now. Like you need to just be in your own energy, and that is a form of self-love and self-care as well, because it can feel very nourishing to be in your own energy, especially when you are an empath, but even when you're not, because you're not going to be absorbing the energy of everyone around you when you're in isolation, so to speak. And you can just, rest. And the be held is really standing out to me as well. Like, allow your guides to help you. Call upon them, ask for support, energetic support, or even just asking them to hold you in their wings. Like, you'll feel it. And they're always there. They're always just like that song, One Call Away. Like, they're always there. Just call on them. They want you to. The other card that came out is Ancestral Realm, Karmic Release, Healing the Lineage Boundaries. And then another card is Weight of the World, Boundaries, Let It Go, It's Not Yours to Carry. Another one that came out is New Moon in Gemini, which says Think It Through. And that's interesting because I'm pretty sure we just got out of Gemini season, right? So anyway, we just had Gemini season, so this is like recent, some things that you might have already let go of or need to let go of, but Gemini season would have brought those things to the surface, so you can kind of see for yourself what some of those things are that you might have just been working through by looking up the themes of Gemini, what Gemini represents, and what Gemini season brought up in each of us. And then Let It Go is another card that came out, which says release the past, forgive, soften, move forward. And then we've got the Five of Cups. And we've got a card that says codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. And then we've got a card that says puffin, like the puffin bird, and it says partnership. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. So, yeah. And especially like while we're going through all of this, our guides are there to help us. They just, they can assist us in any way that we need. And especially maybe we just need to know, like, for confirmation, like, but like, are you guys with me? And they'll send you signs, if you pay attention. So there's that initial message. Now I'm going to dive into see what cards come out. Okay. So from the Work Your Light Oracle deck, we've got Trust Your Path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And Lemuria, Creating Heaven on Earth. It's happening. So I'm just seeing what's coming through. I'm noticing a lot of pink energy in these cards, which is also symbolic of true love. True love. I meant to say self-love, but I said true love, so that's interesting. which in many ways, I suppose you are your first true love, because how you treat yourself is how others will treat you ultimately. You teach others how to treat you by the way that you show up for yourself. So there's that. But this message of, if you knew you'd be supported, what would you do? So often we feel the pull to do something, but we're afraid because it's something we've never done before and we don't know what to expect or what the outcome will be. But if we knew that everything would work out perfectly, we would do it 9 times out of 10. So it's saying, what is that thing that if you knew that everything would work out just perfectly the way you always hoped it would, what would that thing be that you would do? Because that is pretty much the thing that you should do, the thing you're being guided to do. And it's only your fear holding you back from actually starting it. But I'm going to read from the guidebook for that one, just for an extra message. Let's see. There it is. Or no, that's not it. So it's page 54, which breaks down to a 9, and we're in a 9 year. So 9 could be a relevant number for you for another reason. But, another message just to know is we are in a 9 year, which is about things ending so that something new can begin. Endings for new beginnings. Alright, so page 54. The universe is conspiring. Keep facing your true north. Your job is not to pave the path, but to simply keep facing your true north and take one step after another. If you do this, you can't go wrong. The universe is conspiring. Don't waver or doubt. Use your heart as a compass and put one foot in front of the other. If you follow the invisible trail of what lights you up, you will light up the world without even trying. Most people don't follow the highest call of their soul because they're waiting to see the end destination before they take the first step. If you take one baby step each day, within a year you will have taken 365 steps in your dedicated direction. If you want to write a book, write a page every day. If you want to change careers, do one thing every day in dedication to that. Before you know it, and just a year from now, you will turn back and look in awe at how far you have journeyed. Keep moving and open yourself up to a whole new level of support and receiving. Things are not going to work out the way you are planning, but if you have a little faith and keep showing up, they will work out even better than you could possibly imagine. Don't micromanage the universe. Trust your path and let your soul lead the way. And there's a little inquiry here that says, if you knew you'd be supported, no matter what would you do? Which is in essence what we said already. But that is a very potent message for the energy that we're in right now. And someone needed to hear that. So I'm glad that came out. Okay. So, going to move on to my other deck now. I'm just kind of looking at this Lemuria card, going over it to see if there's anything that wants to come through about that. Well, there is the message here of, it does say creating heaven on earth, it's happening, and you are a very big part in making that happen. Even if you don't consciously remember what it is you came here to do, like what your purpose is or whatever, yet anyway, because it comes to you in divine timing. Just trust that. But our purpose is often not what we think. Like, we think it has to be this grand thing, or that it has to be spirituality based, which it doesn't. It can be baking cakes. It can be cleaning after hours at a school. It can be helping the elderly at an assisted living. It can be smiling at a stranger on your way into the store. It can be helping clean up the kitchen and keep your house clean, even if no one else around you offers to help. Because all of that is light work. And if you're a light worker, which if you found this message, I'm sure that you are, then your light work is in whatever you do, when you bring yourself to it, when you show up. That's your light work. Your frequency, you being here on earth, that is your main light work. And then there are things that we're meant to create that when we create them, because we're so excited about it and we put our whole hearts into it, that in itself generates so much light and so much literal love, because it's lighting us up so much and we're putting that out into the earth, into the world. That too is light work. So it's not going to look the same for everyone. But that's on purpose. Okay. And light workers are here to challenge the norm anyway. Another part of their mission. So, let's check out this other deck. So now I'm getting a card from the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle by Kyle Gray. And the one I did before is the Work Your Light Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. And by the way, the reason I said that if you find this message, you're most likely a light worker is because I know that these messages, and whoever follows my channel and finds it, they're guided to me because like attracts like. So what's in me is also in you. What's in you is also in me. I'm a light worker. So you're a light worker too. It's to do with the soul frequency. It's like a lighthouse, like a beacon. Alright, let's see. So we've got third eye activation, which says brow chakra, inner vision, and clear seeing. And then we've got Arcturian light codes. I love the Arcturians. It says evolutionary downloads, recalling power, and future thinking. Alright, let's see what's coming through for these. So, as I'm looking at these cards, what started coming through, rather than words, was actually music. And the music that was coming through is music from the score for a movie called Sanctum. I'm looking it up right now. I have it in my music library, but I just want to make sure who it's by. It's by, I'm not going to pronounce this right, David Hirschfelder. It's Hirschfelder. Incredible music. And the song that came through is called Are We Home Yet? And I just started hearing that when I was looking at these cards. So you might want to listen to that. It might awaken something in you. Alright. let's see. Oh, and again, the movie is called Sanctum. SANCTUM. Alright. Just want to make sure I'm giving you the right movie. Hang on. I know I